Summer Walker shit.
Oh, yeah, but
Baby.
can I be frank? It just was not. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's singing from a different place, and I just wanted her to come back hurt. Because I expected her to be like,
well,
one more nigga. But I watched Carisha and her.
I did too today when I was cooking,
and she was like, I wanted to be happy, and I was like, okay. Then it registered. I'm
literally
not saying that it was bad though, but I don't know. I'm just ready for somebody.
She was basically saying when she does the clear EPs, she is like having fun and like whatever she in her soft girl era or whatever. So everybody's trying to be there.
I don't think I want to even be like, I don't even know what it is, but I'm sure I don't want to be it.
Remember how we were talking about, like, I think what today's women equate to soft life is what we have always equated to just being feminine.
Yes.
And being a woman.
Just being a woman.
Like, I don't think it's an error. I think it's, you know what I mean?
They put more emphasis on it because I feel like they are saying it because they want their partners to treat them soft. But like, you're just picking the wrong fucking people.
Because if your man not treating you like a woman,
then
why you with that man? That's not your man. Because like Jocelyn said,
if your mama,
if your baby always with the mama, then the baby the grandma.
If you're a mama and you ain't got your baby, and your mama got your baby, then you're not the mama. Your grandmama's the baby. Listen.
Bro, that shit lives rent free in my head.
I swear. So what we drinking, yeah?
We are drinking. What we gonna name it?
Let's name her More Than a Mommy cocktail or something.
This is More Than a Mommy. Yeah.
It's tequila and a little something. It's a secret, actually.
Unless one day we'll probably like make a cocktail each show and give the recipe out for all the moms out there.
Yeah, maybe we'll do like a recipe episode.
Yeah.
Where we're making it. We both used to be bartenders, actually.
So I think that'd be fun. Okay, so since we both used to be bartenders, who are you?
I am. Oh, you gonna make me start?
I'll make you start.
My name is Heaven. I'm gonna give you my whole name, Heaven Amaya Gillette.
Okay.
Soon to be Williams.
Okay.
Soft girl era.
Period, bitch. Play now.
But no, I am, a spunky 25-year-old. And
not you doing the stand up in class and tell me about yourself.
I'm gonna give y'all the rundown. I am a spunky 25-year-old. I am full of life. I have always been. I am now a mother. My baby is 9 months and he is amazing. And what else? What else can I say? Oh, well, I have a little corporate job on a little side. Yeah. I also own Heavenly Productions 98 LLC, which is a small media company.
She's not telling y'all that she graduated. From the college.
Well, I do have a degree.
Period.
I do. I am a well-educated Black woman.
Period.
I graduated from the illustrious North Carolina Central University in 2020 with a mass communications degree and a concentration in journalism.
So holler at my friend.
Holler at me. We'll put information so y'all can find me. This show / podcast, More Than a Mother, is actually being produced by Heavenly Productions. Of course, we're partnering with everything, but this is what I do. That's what I do. They call me the media queen. I'm just joking. I call myself that.
But they'll call you that soon. So they call her that.
Make it stick. They call me that. Everybody. The media queen. It's in my hashtag bio, all of that. But yeah, like, I just feel like I'm a Taurus, so I'm kind of one of those people that are easygoing until something happens.
You think you're easygoing?
I think I'm really easygoing. You don't think so? I'm like a super energetic, yes. I'm really energetic. Yeah. But I'm also, maybe since I'm getting old, I feel like I'm calm.
You definitely have calmed down.
Yeah.
You definitely have calmed down.
Well, it's the baby.
It's definitely the baby.
I was young and turned.
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds before I got pregnant.
like yesterday.
Yeah. So, that's who I am. I feel like I'm calm. You know, I feel like I have calmed down, and I'm just chilling. I'm a wife and a mother, baby. No drama.
I cannot stand that.
So who are you?
Well, I'm Riddle. Y'all may know me as something else, but I am Riddle. Okay, so when y'all come over here, address me as such. But I'm 25 as well. I am a mother to a toddler. If you have a toddler, lean in real close.
We're praying for you.
Yes. To a toddler. I am, well, shit, I feel like I need to get on here and be like, I'm about to be married tomorrow too, because I mean, they've been together since yesterday. And we've been together since forever.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
But I'm going to claim that shit too.
She don't want to get married.
I'm scared. Excuse me. I'm scared. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just scared. It's not that I don't. Look, we about to be on a tangent. Because it's not that I don't want to. It's just, it's just.
We'll get into it.
Yeah. But I am all things art. So find me where the art be at. I don't really have the whole stand up in the class spiel. I didn't do none of the shit she did. But look.
We were supposed to go to college together.
We were supposed to go to college together, indeed. I don't even know why I stayed back. I'm ass whooped for a year. I shouldn't even be here.
Oh, wait, what? You said what?
I stayed back on my ass whooped for a year.
Oh.
I mean, by life and physically. Cause niggas wasn't shit, but
life is life.
Life is life.
Life be life.
And life is good. Life is good. I'm happy where I am. I'm happy with my relationship. I'm happy being a mother. Some days, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, let's be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. Some days,
let's be
are
honest,
better than others. But overall, I'm rocking this shit out. I didn't think I was gonna try to be no stay-at-home mom. That was never in my plan. So I plan to get back outside. So yeah,
it's really crazy how I feel like, in some ways, the visions that we had for ourselves have like flipped for what is reality. I always wanted to be the stay-at-home mama, and she never even wanted to have no damn kids for real.
they said every time I think about this, I get choked up. Okay, I was pregnant 2 months after they said I couldn't have kids. So if you think you can't, anything is possible.
Anything.
Okay, anything is possible.
It's true. Marley's a blessing.
She is.
She's her little blessing.
That's my little miracle. And I hope it stops at that.
Oh, Jesus, she need a sibling.
She want like 14 kids.
I do.
And we talked about how I grew up with so many siblings that I would prefer to be quiet in my home. And she didn't. So like,
I was the only child.
We swapping lives.
Yeah, I was the only child till I was 13, I think. And I have a little sister, and it was just the two of us. And I would come to Yazzy's house. I would come to your house with all of your siblings. Your house was so lively. It was so lit. Like, I would have rather been there any day. Like, I had a great house. Like, love my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But
and so I would go to her house, sit the fuck down,
and get, like, she would get away from.
go to sleep, hit a nap. Anything that I could have did in isolation, I did over there. Cause yeah. So,
and so we want different things because of how we was,
Yeah.
I want a big ass family because I was bored.
I just want to be
real.
invited. That's it.
I don't want to pressure you to have children, any more children. But I just know the life of a single. I'm not sorry. I wasn't single. I was the only child. And I don't want that for Marley. Unless she's just a different type of kid than I was.
Everyone says that. But like, I don't know, y'all think she's rocking it out.
She only 2.
She ain't need 2 yet.
Right. Like, she's not even 2.
I think she's rocking it out so far. I don't know, she did ask for a sister girl like 2 weeks ago.
She said it like that?
Just like that. But that's because we called her sister girl.
Your name on my phone is literally Sister Girl Riddle.
So I was like, oh, you want a best friend? I can make that happen.
That's what she wants.
I can't give you another sibling. If I didn't, I threw up for 200. Well, how long is pregnancy? 290 days. Okay, so I was pregnant for 2 extra weeks. So I threw up all those days. I don't want to do that again.
I'm so blessed I didn't have that.
Exactly. And everybody that wants more kids.
I had a pleasant pregnancy.
I mean, except for my mom. I'm not sure why she did that 4 times.
Cause I've talked to your mama about it. She wanted that many kids. She thugged it
I
out.
know she actually wanted 5 of us.
Yeah.
She lost her mind.
Yeah. I think I'm losing my shit because I want. My man said we can only have 3 though.
That's okay.
I think that's good enough.
Good. But what if you have twins?
Yeah, I was about to say if I get pregnant next time with twins, perfect. We good to go. But
what's the next time?
Can my body handle twins?
I don't know.
Oh.
You know, my body mocked a twin pregnancy.
Yeah, because she had 2 babies in her, but it was just one.
Just one big ass baby. I got big as shit.
Yeah. I was scared for you. And how big was Marley?
8 pounds, 12 ounces.
Oh, okay. I thought she was a little bigger.
She's big.
That's big, but it's not like 11 pound baby.
No.
People have 11-pound babies.
I know. But we was trying to rush so that she didn't get to 9 pounds because literally she was just like gaining weight by the day.
And you was 2 weeks past your due date. Well, you asked me when's the next time. Honestly and truthfully, Tyler and I are constantly talking about marriage. Mm-hmm. Personally, from the get-go, I would have wanted to be married prior to the baby anyway. He had different plans, and I will always say that he trapped me. I always say it.
We both got trapped. We're gonna just both be gonna say.
And y'all think I'm joking. When I told this man I was pregnant, he said, "Oh my God, I prayed for this." I was devastated. I was young and turned. I was not ready.
She was not as devastated.
No, okay, Yazzie. I was only devastated for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was devastation though. It was complete devastation.
It was delusion. You was like, I'm not even.
I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm crying. She the first person I called. And she like, what you crying for? Well, don't cry now.
It's too late.
And she like, your titties been hurting. I'm like, mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, you pregnant. Mm-hmm.
I should have knew I was pregnant. I mean, I went to sleep flat chested, woke up with titties, and I was like, this is my period.
Yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know. Like shit, I had never been pregnant before. I thought I was just sleeping.
I mean, I still had a whole period, so don't count yourself out either if you have a period, because I still had a whole period.
That's weird. I don't know how that works. We need to do some research.
I know.
Because isn't your cycle, which I'm gonna sound real ignorant, but your cycle is literally the egg that does not get implanted or whatever that month it sheds.
So, but your uterine lining can still just shed blood.
Oh, okay.
It don't have to necessarily drop down
the egg. Okay.
Just like you can spot while you're pregnant.
Right. Which I never spotted or anything while I was pregnant.
I didn't either, because I promise you I would have been right at the emergency room.
Yeah, me too. I won't play.
They wasn't even gonna have to worry about whether I spotted for a long time, more than one day.
If I would have seen
2 minutes, I'm in there. I went every time. I leaked so many times.
Oh my God, we did that.
I kept thinking that I was going into labor and get there, and they'd be like, "No, you're just peeing." I promise you, I know what it feels like to pee. I'm not doing that.
That happened to me twice, and she was the one who told me, "You're not in labor," and I went through this. And that's why I stopped going to the hospital. Because my mom and my mother was like, if it's not like gushing? Like if it's not gushing water, your water did not break.
Literally, when my water actually broke. I said it slowly. When it actually broke, I was like, that's what. First of all, it said "pa," like made a whole noise. And I was like, that's definitely not what it was doing before. I was definitely peeing on myself.
Yeah.
Because it literally.
And it's like you don't think you peeing on yourself.
Yeah, that's
you don't feel like
don't
that.
Know.
But it's like the pressure that's on your what?
I mean, we should have started. We should have told them not only are we mothers, but we're first time moms.
Yes.
And that says a whole lot.
Yes.
So
and we practically did it together. So I think we should rewind. Let's rewind. What is this? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What is More Than a Mother? What are we here for?
So, honestly, we're here to create a village. We're here to not only be able to lean on each other, but be a shoulder for y'all. More Than a Mother is literally just that. So, if we post it up with our niggas with our butt cheeks out next week, baby, we're doing okay. I'm just saying. That was a extreme example, but we're more than a mother, and that's what it is to me. For me, ultimately, I would love to have a lot of moms a lot of dads, whatever, just a lot of parents come together and we create our own little parenthood.
Yeah.
Our own little village.
That's the vision. And just a little backstory. We're not even gonna get into the history of our friendship just yet, but just a backstory of how I even got, incorporated into the vision is I went to college and I recently just moved back into town. We both live in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I recently just moved back with my family, and my girl called me and said, let's talk. Let's do a podcast. And I've been wanting a podcast for so long. And and I don't think I've ever kind of known where to start or anything like that. And I didn't have a vision. I'm just like, I just want to talk. I love to talk. But this was perfect. It was just perfect. It was just perfect. It's the two of us where she's like best friend, sister, family. I'm comfortable with her. Our visions, and we just aligned. So it just made sense. And when she said more than a mother, I was personally feeling it that day. That day, I'm like, yeah, I'm Seven's mama. But I also want to be this huge entrepreneur. I also want to be a hot girl sometimes. I also want to have fun, and I also want to be just Tyler's girlfriend or Tyler's wife, or I want to just be
and
heaven.
For it.
Yeah. And as first time moms, we was going through that and not really having a support system who knew what that felt like. Our parents had kids long ago. Yeah, they don't get it.
So, but I knew that. So I was pregnant. I got pregnant a year before her, a year and some change before her. So, I didn't have the best support system. No one, honestly, and I'm not going to say I didn't have the best support system because they supported me. They showed up to things that I wanted them to show up to. But as far as supporting me in the mental capacity, I didn't have that. But no one understood. And you don't understand when you're pregnant that no one understands what you're going through when you're pregnant if they ain't never been pregnant before.
Yep.
So
we learned this together.
We had to learn this together. We had to, that was a growing pain for us that we had to grow through. And I knew that when it was her turn, that I wanted to show up in the way that I wanted people to show up for me. So this is a podcast, but postpartum is a thing. And I would love for this to be something that helps you through postpartum. I would have wished that I got to do this, and I still am. Postpartum lasts for 3 years, even 7 for some people. Okay, but I would have loved to be doing this and had the outlet to talk to someone at 9 months of postpartum, at 8 months of postpartum. So, as much as this is for you guys, like I hope that this is so much more to you. So,
you gonna make me cry already, child. First episode, child.
I'm good for a cry these days, so.
And I'm not. We switched. I used to be the emotional one. But I appreciate that. I really do, because I'm sure our experiences were different in a lot of ways. But to touch back on the lessons that we learned together, like when she was pregnant, I was living my best entire life. Like traveling, and I was in a whole other city, and like she said, I showed up. I was at the baby shower, I showed up when I felt like it was necessary. I didn't understand that she may have been frustrated with me and a lot of other people in her life based on the lack of emotional and mental support until I was pregnant, until I was in the same boat. And 2 things made me realize that. One was you actually showing up for me in the ways that I didn't even know nobody needed to show up for a pregnant woman. I had no clue. And then also the other people that were in my life not showing up for me, right? So, and just not, when you're pregnant, if you're a mom, if you birthed a child or carried a child or any part of pregnancy and birthing or whatever, that is one of the most vital moments in your life. You need to feel loved. You need to feel valued, because we're valuing ourselves. Like, oh wow, I'm growing a foot today. Like, oh shit, I'm growing a spine today. Like, oh, my baby is moving. Like, it empowers you, but nobody else understands that, and you want other people to value just as value you just as much as you are valuing yourself. So those two things made me realize. One day I was pregnant and I called Yas. I may have texted her or called her. I was like, you know what? I don't think I ever apologized for not being present enough. Because not that I was not present, I was not nearly as present as I should have been when she was pregnant, because I had no fucking clue. I didn't have a fucking clue what it was to be pregnant. And I just talked to her just as much as we had already been talking. Like, you know what I mean? I checked on her just as much as we had already been talking prior to her being pregnant. So that was a learning curve for us. And at that moment, I think she realized, like, okay, it's more than a friendship at this point. Like, we grew together in a way in that moment that has never left me.
So in the same way that she called me and apologized, like, there were plenty of things that I need to apologize for too. Because you expect people, first of all, your level of expectations that you place on other people is where you first fuck up. You expect people to just be able to jump on board to things that you are going through because they have been with you throughout life. But I never took the time to really consider the shit that she was going through. And honestly and truly, if Heaven was at home and I was in college and she got pregnant,
it would have been
young and fucking turned too.
It would have been the same thing.
So, you can only fault but so much, and I can only fault you but so much. And when she showed up and she needed to be there, she was there 4 hours early, planning and hosting a whole motherfucking event. So, like, yeah,
I got you vegan food the day of your baby shower.
Like, you could be mad.
But I did. The thing about it, I'm not sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I really want to dive deep into this because people will just not understand that when I wasn't present, it wasn't that I wasn't present. Because when I say I know was not being present, like, I went through all of that. Yeah. I feel like in my pregnancy, I lost a lot of people. But one thing about it is, you said where you fuck up first is putting expectations on people who have not ever been in your position, right? Mm-hmm. The only expectation I had, because like I said, me and Yati already went through that. So I know that my friends who had not had a baby, been pregnant, got a baby, nothing like that, they were not going to completely get it. They were going to be in my position like how it was when Yati was pregnant. But it went lower and lower and lower than that. It wasn't that they just didn't understand. It was that they completely showed their fucking asses. So I think it's differences in knowing how to be a friend to somebody in general, and then not knowing how to be a friend when they're pregnant, but you still showing up. Like you said, I still was showing up. I still was calling. Didn't you have COVID when you was pregnant?
Did I?
Shortly after.
Yes.
It was shortly after. Like, one thing I made sure to do was call and check on my niece and my best friend. When, like, I didn't know personally what it was to have a baby. I definitely didn't know personally what it was to have a baby with COVID. But I did know that you call and check on motherfuckers. I did know that I got food stamps. You need me to send you something. You need me to drop something at the door. Like, that's I'm still a solid ass bitch. Mm-hmm. Like, although I wasn't, completely understanding what was going on in her pregnancy because I had never been there, you just don't flake or turn or shit on your people when shit gets different or goes a different way. So I will say, don't put expectations on people if they've never been in the position. But advice I will give to people is just be a good person. Just be a good person.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And that's, like, I thought about being a bitter bitch. Let's be honest. I thought about being a bitter bitch. And I was like, anytime any of my friends get pregnant, I'm going to show them what it's like to not have anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
And then as soon as everyone gets pregnant, well, not everyone, just her. So they can fight.
She's shady. She's shady.
As soon as she got pregnant, I was like, bitch, what you need?
Yeah.
You told her? You okay this morning? Like, it just...
And she was, y'all.
It's just... It's not... First of all, it just wasn't in my character. But people don't do... I'm not going to say everyone. But I knew that she didn't do anything with an ill intent. And I had to get over that bridge. Like...
And you have to have discernment. Like, you have to have discernment enough to say, well, she just not knowing, or is this bitch really trying to play with me?
Cause you bitches,
I got something to say.
I'm gonna read for this.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we back. I really want us to go in a different direction. I want us to talk about the history of our friendship, so that the girls know, the folk know that we just ain't bullshitting, like we really best friends.
So,
What do you remember?
what grade? I mean, not what grade, because I know what grade.
It's kindergarten.
Who's our teacher? It's not Lingerfeld, is it?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember my teacher's names. I only remember Miss Hendricks and Miss Parks.
I only remember.
I think it was Miss Parks. Parker?
I'm not sure. But anyway, we've been best friends since kindergarten, and that's a literal thing.
Literal.
Literally since
We met
kindergarten.
on the playground.
Yes, we have a whole entourage of friends that like have been together since we were kids.
Yes.
And we love each other
Yes.
to pieces,
All the way to adulthood.
all the way to adulthood, fights and all.
Yes. It ain't always been peaches and cream.
It ain't always, but that is why that, like, regardless of whatever goes on between us, we know that we're still gonna be friends. Like, so much so that sometimes, like, here recently, you have called me or texted me and be like, no, I was texting your sister. No, I talked to your mom.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, but having you back is so normal.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
normal.
like that's what we was doing before.
before.
That's what we doing now. Like her, you can tell about your family dynamic. She got a lot of siblings. Her oldest sister made me the godmammy of her first child. So I'm in the family.
She in the family. No, bump that. I mean, not bump that, because shout out
That's
to my
important.
niece. I love her.
Hey, baby.
But she
G
spoke at
Mommy
my
loves
daddy's
you.
funeral. And
I was the only one there.
no shade with it, cause
No, all the shade, all the
shade.
tea. All the shade, all the tea. I mean, I was the only one there.
She was the only friend there. We're gonna sit with that for a second. Because, like, although we've been best friends since kindergarten, I stayed in Bumblefuck, and she stayed in the town that we grew up in.
You remember my grandma number used to call me out?
Yes, I used to call her. Bro, I think
So we met in kindergarten, right? And you moved
In
probably
second grade.
2nd grade. And I left that school that we were at in 3rd grade, right? And I met our other best friend, DeCarlos. I met Carlos in 3rd grade. Me and Lamar and Yazzie, we literally met in kindergarten. Literally. So Lamar and Carlos are brothers. And we are literally
best friends.
best friends, all 4 of us. But anyway, so you moved to Stanley, right?
Stanley.
And I don't know, we were so young, y'all, but
We
she used to
at the
call my grandma's house, if not every day, like every other day, at least once or twice a week. And we would talk like we was grown
Like
ass
grown?
fucking women.
We thought we were so grown. We thought we were so
She
grown.
telling me what's going on in Stanley. I'm telling her what's going
all
on
the
in
time, because I
Gastonia.
just was just a high head, honey. Just
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
just a high
I
head.
don't want to call you bad because I don't like to call children bad no more. But you was bad.
No, I was bad. but when I say I don't like to call children bad, I mean like toddlers, because they trying to figure themselves out. But I was a bad kid. Meaning again, like, as soon as I, like, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I was just...
Some of the shit that we was doing. And I was a good kid, though. No, I really was. I really was a good kid until I was probably... When you think I started acting up? Probably like 15.
When you start dating,
Please. Please, bitch.
whenever you started dating, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, no.
That's what was that, 13?
No. You talking about the one that's in your family now?
Bitch!
That's what you talking about?
Stop!
I'm so serious.
Yeah, my cousin.
I was 15. I was in high school.
Okay.
When we started
So,
dating.
15?
Yeah.
No, whenever your butt crack was out.
Oh, okay. Wait, we have to give them, because they're
Sorry.
gonna be like butt crack.
We just.
I swear I wasn't just. Well, actually, I was.
So she used to think that
on the playground, 1st grade.
that boys found it attractive if they seen her butt crack. So she would pull her butt crack out
and
sit up
squat
against the
down and put my butt crack in the fence right there so the people. Now let me tell you why I used to think that, because I'm gonna blame it on the fucking Wayans brothers, because when I watched White Chicks, them girls had their little, I don't know, was it White Chicks? One of them movies back in the day, they had their little thongs hanging up above their jeans.
I mean, it came back, so you was ahead of time.
Yeah.
Because the girlies is doing that
I'm
now.
always ahead of time.
Period.
We always ahead of time.
That's some trendsetters.
We always know what's up. So yeah, butt crack was out, first grade. I'm very embarrassed about that. I don't know.
Because imagine how many people, like, just people that went to school with that talk about that in their
you know, because we still talk about things that happen in elementary school.
So imagine somebody like, bro, I used to go to school with this girl, bro. Swear to God, she used to get the fence, pull her ass crack out.
I'm pretty sure people still talk about that shit. And shout out to Alexa Bryce, because she was like our third like best friend-ish when we was in elementary school, and I ended up finding out she was my cousin in middle school. But anyway, we talk about her all the fucking time, because she had some wild stories in elementary school. Wild, just wild. We're not even gonna get into it.
Elementary was like such a good time.
It was fun.
Like, I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure most people don't remember the elementary days as well as we do.
Right.
But I had a good time.
Funny thing is, I be remembering when I'm like 3. When I was
Same.
3. I remember.
But you know you're not supposed to?
I know, but I think it's because of trauma. We'll talk about
that later.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to going. So we did meet in kindergarten. And we used to talk all the time. She ended up moving to Stanley. We would be able to see each other frequently when we turned around like 11, 12-ish.
Yeah.
Because we were able to vocalize like, hey mom, I want to go see my best friend. Like, you know what I mean?
Can you please come pick me up?
Yeah. We would be at each other's house to the point where her mom calls me her bonus daughter.
This is story.
I was always there. I was like their 4th sister, for real.
Yeah. And then when I went to her house, 3rd sister. Period.
It was
we
just
all
like
even
that.
look alike. We have to parent.
What we gonna do with our kids?
In this new generation. I'm gonna say this shit right now. I'm gonna say this shit first podcast. The way these little girlies is going for the proms and shit.
I can't afford it.
You with the nigga that take an order, bitch, I don't really give a fuck. Whoever take it, you pay for it. Because they out here in
parents of the guy. Wait, I am the parents of the guy. I got a son. I got a son. I got a son.
You got a son.
Hold on. I got a son.
A whole son. Wait.
I forget that I'm a boy mom.
I don't think about I don't think about.
But you know, that was always my dream.
I know.
That's
because y'all barely have boys in your family.
We don't have no boy. Everybody, it's all women in our family. I got my little cousin Zay.
And that's it.
I
don't think we said our children's name.
Oh yeah.
My daughter's name is Marley Sage.
I want the people to know why you named your child Marley and why I named 77.
So Marley's name has been Marley since I could ever think of a child's name.
Yep.
That has just always been the name that I said I would name my first child, whether it was a boy or a girl. But to make it a 2-name thing was just on some like, this shit sound like a stage name. I literally was like, she's gonna be a performer, she's gonna be an entertainer. As soon as I realized she was a Virgo, I was like, Beyonce.
Oh my gosh, yes, the Virgo.
It's Beyonce.
Virgo giving rich.
But her daddy gave her the middle name. I let him pick her middle name because our first name was undebatable, bitch. It's Marley. That's it. But he picked her middle name. It was either between Sage or Free. So
you didn't ever tell me that.
I know.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. But you can have another one. Come on, Free.
Freeze. I love the name.
What do you mean? You have to have another one now. That's like a reason in itself.
I just got stressed out.
Girl, drop Marley off here and you put the baby on the titty. Like,
would you hear? If you would, maybe if you was here from the beginning. Maybe.
But you got your mind set up?
Yeah. Because you weren't here. I was like, bro, I would never do this, just throwing up shit again by myself.
It's my fault.
It literally is. She didn't have no business being almost 4 hours away when I was throwing up every single day.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't imagine. I
To the
would have
point
been
where I
pissed at
couldn't
you.
even work. So like, you know, it was bad.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I ain't working. I ain't throw up. So,
So you said you wanted to live the soft girl life. You
like,
got it.
when I was pregnant, I'm like, I'm pregnant.
I'm about to sit down.
Put my feet up. But yeah, so I have a similar story. I knew that I wanted to name 7 from the very first moment that I knew I wanted kids, which sort of, because I knew I wanted kids when I was younger. 7's name is 7 because 7 is my life path number. And in high school, I would say it was probably late middle school, early high school. I was like super into like astrology and numerology, and I found out about numerology and I found out about life path numbers, and we can have a conversation about that. But my life path number is 7 and my name is Heaven, so it just makes sense. And 7 was always like I was always drawn to the number 7.
The YN at the end is for me.
It's SEVYN.
That's for me. I told she already know.
So I knew in high school, like I'm like, my first child's name is gonna be 7. I had a whole bunch of other stuff picked out. I'm gonna let y'all know too. It was King.
Everybody
It was Cash.
Cash?
Yeah.
Oh,
King.
if you would have told me Cash, I'd have been like, I'm sorry.
No, everybody says no.
It's a no.
Tyler already told me no.
No.
Tyler's like, King? What the fuck?
It's just so like everybody's like Dior.
But back when I was in high school, I feel like King had
it
had just started getting
You're right,
a little.
you're right.
So I'm like, oh, that's gonna be popping. But people done outdid it now.
We're getting old.
Yeah.
Because you first of all, you can say back in high school, and it really is a back in high school. Like, not like
I literally went to
more than 2
college
years ago.
like 8 years ago almost. Like, sit on that. Sit on that. I pulled up at the illustrious North Carolina Central University's campus almost 8 years ago. Sit on that. Bitch, I be in here like, I'm old. And we're not even old. Look how much life that's back there. We got so much more. Oh, I'm ready.
First of all, you sound like old ass from wow.
Yeah, 8 years ago. I was in RDU,
We almost
Durham, Raleigh
on
for
our
7 years.
10-year reunion. And I'm only 21. That shit is crazy.
What?
Hey, I didn't think I was gonna be that line bitch. But let me tell you,
I don't know why she like that. I ain't scared of age. I didn't think you were gonna be like that.
I think that I am becoming okay with even like, you know, I ain't never really been big on celebrating a birthday and like that.
You haven't.
But nowadays I'm like, I'm about to celebrate all this shit. But I think it was me having a child. Because I'm like, damn.
Life is worth celebrating.
And if every day you have to deal with a kid.
Even more so. I've always been celebratory.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Always.
I'm learning that though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because the young boys, they be out there in the streets. They're like, oh my God, you so cute. How old are you? And I be
No,
like,
for real.
I be like, no, how old are you?
No. Like it. You have to process
Technically,
that.
by like in math world, we're rounded up. We're no longer being rounded.
Bitch, I ain't 30.
I'm not saying that you're 30.
Okay.
I'm not nowhere near it either.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is, by default, we group with the older folks now.
Yeah.
Like we're not even like.
We the ones supposed to be planning the cookouts.
But I'm
and
only
we
21.
don't.
We
Like the other day, my grandma was
don't
like,
act the fuck out.
when I get sick, everybody in the family be mad because nobody knows. And I'm like, who's supposed to call them? Us? I'm still a kid.
No, but don't you feel like that though?
No, for real. Like
Right.
I just don't understand why adulthood comes with so many responsibilities. And I don't think that I've processed, because I was 24 just a few weeks ago. I think the 24 to 25 jump really is mind-boggling.
No, okay, so you know that your brain fully develops at 25, right? So then, and everybody's always like, you go to sleep and you wake up and you like a whole different
It
person.
happened.
I literally was like, a myth. Y'all are lying.
It happened.
I literally went to sleep, woke up, first of all, back hurting as a motherfucker.
People thought I was joking, but my back really was hurting on my birthday.
Back hurt like motherfucker.
On my
For
birthday.
real. On my birthday.
But
like it was like a little, like something just switches in your mind or clicks in your mind. I don't really know how to explain it, but like I know that I am so much, like I know now that I've grown so much. Like when 25 came around, I was like, damn, you're really old. Like you're really, and not you're old, but you're really growing.
Yeah,
you're
I
really
see beauty in it. I
you're
see
really
beauty in it.
evolving,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
She wasn't.
Because
she turns 25 just, 2 or 3? Yeah, she's February, I'm May.
Yeah.
So 3 months prior to me. Literally 2-2, 5-2. So 3 months on the dot. But I see growth in it. But when she turned 25, she was like, I'm 21. Like, I don't know. No, not feeling it. And I was,
it's like that same
I was
day.
scared that I was gonna change my mind about
It was like
growing.
It was like that same day. Somebody tried to talk to me at the gas station. But like when they asked me my age and I asked them their age back and they're like 19, I'd be like, what the fuck? Because I'm really that much older than you that I could be like, oh no, baby, like I'm too much older. I mean, I got a whole boyfriend, so no.
I was gonna say Trayvon's gonna kick your ass.
No. He know. First of all, I let my boyfriend know every time somebody try to talk to me because it's like every time I go outside. Yes.
I did, but my boyfriend be like, "Why is you telling me that?" Not really. He don't say that. But
like
it
that.
be giving off that.
So I met this older woman and our birthdays are damn. Am I drunk? Our birthdays are on the same day. And she was like, girl, I don't never tell my man when other men try to talk to me. And I was like, why? She was like, because that just makes it harder for you to go out throughout life. But like, I don't know.
I mean, I'm like, honestly, I feel like I should tell. Like, I feel like, but then after a while, after I sit with it, and then he like, confuzzled, he be like, what could possibly be done
I think
about
because
it?
he don't be confuzzled. He just be like, yeah, and I smack a nigga. Like, we just chuckle about it and that be good.
The smallest, most rowdiest two motherfuckers I know.
Together. Yep.
Yazzie and Trayvon.
Yep.
Very much rowdy.
It's
Like, she still want to smack a couple people that was in my camp a couple years ago.
like,
and she's so rowdy.
every look, I realized that I have never really fought somebody that like just bothered me. Think about
It was
that.
always
Sit with that. It's anybody that I love, and I get so fucking angry.
It's the Aquarius.
It's the Aries moon.
Oh,
It's the Aries moon. She's a trip. She's fucking trip.
You know, I'm Taurus Leo.
Oh, Taurus. Oh, but I am Aquarius.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that before. But anyway, y'all. So we was really talking about our friendship. We got our kids, but we're more than mothers. So
Exactly.
So yeah, our friendship just developed over time. We were taking family trips with each other, and she
Worked
was
together.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like in what? We got our first job. I was 15 when I started working on Highway 55. So let me tell you the story. I put Yazzie on Highway 55, little spot in Gastonia. It's now closed down, honey.
As it should have been.
It was great. I feel like I had fun. I'm not gonna say it was great.
At the bad end of the stick.
You did, because I started first.
Hella racism was going on when I went there.
When
I got there.
She was not having it. And that's what the story is about. Because I, put my friend on. Because I'm like, man, we finna work together. And we also have a mutual friend. Her name is Raven. And the crazy part about it is y'all was in Stanley together when y'all was
We grew up
kids.
together too.
They grew up together. I met Raven at Yazzie's house like we was younger, but I met Raven at Highway 55. She started working there too. And we became like instant like BFFs. So, like literally instant. I remember us sitting in the car one night. We had a 5-hour conversation and it was over. And we were just really close from there. So I'm like, me, Raven here. Raven know Yazzie, my best friend. Let's put her on. Yazzie literally was like, fuck this. Y'all racist. I'm not doing none of the shit that y'all tell me to do. And I was literally so embarrassed because they was looking at me like, who did you bring in here?
Fuck that. Them motherfuckers put a sign up on the door that said, police lives matter.
Wait, when? When
That's
they do that?
That's why I
No.
asked. Ask Raven.
No,
Me and
they
Ra-
did.
Yes, because that
was
day-
I there?
No, but that same day, me and Raven took our black asses to Buffalo Wild Wings, where I met one of the greatest men that I have ever gotten the pleasure of meeting. And thank you so much. I know you probably ain't gonna see this shit. It's this man named Carl, one of the greatest bosses. Just one of the greatest people I've ever met. Like literally one of the greatest people.
Oh, your boss said okay.
At Buffalo Wild Wings. But anyway,
Because I must have been in college.
You was.
I was in college.
No, you weren't.
Or because
Not
when
yet.
y'all started working at
You was
we were
still
still in
working-
high school.
You was working at Bloomington.
Oh yeah, I had this little apprenticeship. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but we literally, they was like, first of all, a whole group of white people came in, whole gang of older white people came in, and they said they didn't want to be served by black people.
That shit used to happen a lot there.
And I was like, and that's what Raven said essentially was like,
It happens all the time.
That happens all the time. And I was like, this shit is unacceptable. So we're gonna leave. The fuck?
But okay, go ahead.
So they didn't have any workers because it was literally just me and Raven scheduled that day.
They would do that.
So the dude that was the cook that we liked, he came out and he
Wait, which one? Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
he came out and he took care of them, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and that's where I met Carl. And we explained. I just was talking to him, just like how we be, because we be talking any fuck. But I was talking to him. Then he came back with an application and was like, "Come back tomorrow, or you get your job." Held me the fuck down. Okay, Buffalo Wild Wings held me the fuck down for years. Made so much fucking money there.
She loved it there.
Hated it, but I loved the money
Yeah, well that.
because I'm banned from a couple.
Well, yeah. You show your ass everywhere though.
And
She show her ass everywhere. For real. I told you she was rowdy. I told you. And she $150. Not even $150. 5, 3, 4. Yeah, she rowdy. Okay. But big things come in small packages, so don't ever underestimate anybody. But yeah, that's crazy because I remember my first time experience, and this is gonna sound crazy because I grew up in a little small ass town with a whole bunch of white people, and I went to Highland School of Technology. If y'all don't know what that is, it's a lottery school, and it was majority white. We're gonna have to, what did it say, 10%? We're gonna have to be done in a second. It was a majority white school. And it is meant to be for smart people. You think that till you go there, and a lot of people was dumb as fuck. But anyway, so this is gonna sound crazy, but the first time I ever experienced blatant racism was at this fucking job at Highway 55. There was this guy. He came in with 2 of his sons. They was camouflaged out. Okay. And look, I don't never discriminate. I'm not look, people is people. I love people. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know. I walk up my jolly self. Hello, what can I do for you? My name is Heaven. I'm gonna be serving you today. Right? And he says, and mind you, I was in college at this time. I was coming home in the summer to work here. And because they literally loved me. The owners loved me, and they would beg me to come back for the summer and work there. So I would. And the guy says, I'm doing good. You gonna pay for my meal today? And his son's just looking at him. And you know me, I'm a server. I'm trying to be, So I'm like, no, I actually need you to pay for mine. I'm a college student. I'm kind of broke. I'm trying to just make conversation, whatever. And he says, no, I think you need to pay for mine. I said, well, why? He said, because you're black and I'm white.
That shit was funny as hell.
But no, y'all, I'm so serious. He said that to me. Little old me was like, and his sons was like, Dad, don't say that, or whatever. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Do I cuss him out? Do I say something?
Stop him in the street.
Yeah. Whoop that ass.
I wonder what I would do when I saw you again. If I would cuss you out or stomp you in the street, whoop that ass.
Like, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I just proceeded to give their order. And I went back to my managers, who were two white people, and they said, oh, fuck no. We're not going to have that. We're going to put them at this store right now. And I think that's why I appreciated the job, because the management
when I got
was
you
down
that black
for us.
lady or that mixed lady when you were there.
That she was there temporary. I literally worked at this job for like 5 years. My whole high school, after I went to college, I was coming back for the summers and everything. And so, yeah, I feel like everybody that was in management, they always had my back when it came to shit like that. It was just the customers. They was racist as fuck. But I remember going in the back and crying. And I called my mom, she was like, what are you crying for?
Exactly.
My mom was like, what the fuck are you crying for? And I was like, because you think that if you, before you go through something like that, you think you're gonna be like, oh, like you think that. And I thought that I would be that person until I actually experienced it. And I was like, I felt bad. I was like, people are really like this? Like, I felt awful.
So I think I grew up where the KKK leader lived. So I feel like I never took that shit with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Like, it was never taken.
You experienced it prior to being in your teens, probably, right?
I experienced it literally when I moved in second grade to when I got expelled from there. No, like,
that's
seriously.
a conversation. She really did get expelled. Yeah.
Like, until I left Stanley, I experienced racism the entire time. Like,
wow.
Even the subtle racism that they don't like. When they draw you on the board, they used to draw us, the black kids. Mind you, I have 9 siblings, so half of the black population is my fucking family. Let's start there.
Wow.
So, they would draw me, or like draw us in class, and would draw me or shade me in like black as fuck. Just black. Just black as shit. And at first you think shit is funny. At first you laugh. I feel like at first I laughed. At first I was like, I don't really, what the fuck is this? Then one day I was like, ain't shit funny about it.
Yeah, because you...
It wasn't shit funny no more ever. I ain't never fucked with a white person. I'm just kidding.
She's just playing.
No, I really am just playing. I've met some great...
People are people. I always say
people.
this, like, people are people.
People are people. And
like,
really, it really be how they are brought up and just their poor choices of... in those moments.
Yeah, but when you grown, you grown.
And I'm still friends with the girl who drew my face in.
I keep thinking that was the first time I had it. But I remember these 2 bitches. I hope y'all watch this shit. These 2 bitches. I can't, was Sarah, Heather. They was named the same thing. Sarah, Heather, some shit like that. They told me they didn't want to be my friend no more because my skin was too dark. And this was before I even met you. This is when I was going to First Wesleyan, private Christian school, preschool is what it was.
Bitches was rude in preschool?
In preschool. And then they made fun of me. They was like, oh, you can't see Santa because you don't believe in him. I'm like, bitch, I believe in Santa. But anyway, I go home. I'm crying. I'm a simp. Anyway, I'm crying. My mom, this is when I fell in love with Indiari. My mama played me, I am not my hair. I am not my skin.
And now she's Hindia.
And now I'm Hindia. And she was like, you don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not beautiful.
Period.
You are not your skin, you are not your hair, but that's what makes you beautiful at the same time. And I'll never forget that. I was literally in preschool, probably like 3, or 4, right?
I just think that's
so that wasn't the first time I experienced blatant racism, but probably as like a conscious, you know what I mean? But yes, you having that experience all through, like from then all the way up, literally is different.
So throughout your entire childhood, all the way up until you are, I got expelled in 10th grade. So from 2nd to 10th grade.
Yeah, you were there for a while.
Whoever, if you watch this and you went to the same school as me, y'all probably screaming fuck Miss Crabtree.
Her name was Crabtree?
Yes.
Fuck Miss Crabtree.
She's rude as fuck. Talk about some, it was always her colored girls with the issues. Bitch, fuck you. From 2 colored girls.
Yeah, fuck you, Miss Crabtree.
But yeah,
anyway.
So yeah, that's how, look, we supposed to talk about our friendship, wasn't we?
Look, we did. Shit. We got more to come. This is the first episode of More Than a Mother, and we are so excited. We actually were supposed to do a whole nother thing. Yeah. But we'll leave that for another time because we honestly want this to be authentic and fun and free flowing and just a version of what we do every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean?
Don't want it to feel forced, but I really want it to feel like whenever you guys are watching, y'all are sitting right here with us.
Yeah.
Drinking your fucking More Than a Mommy. Hello. And laughing with us. And right now, of course, today, we talked about our own experiences. But in the future, you guys will all be able to chime in. So,
yeah.
Let us know what you want to talk about.
Comment down below topics that you'd like to hear about. Serious, funny, sketchy, whatever. We down for what we're down for whatever.
Literally.
So yeah, we're excited to talk to y'all. We're excited to incorporate y'all into the conversation. Please tell a friend and tell a friend. You know, we want to heal as many people as we can just by having normal conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Normal conversations.
And if you're going through postpartum, catch us here. Catch us here.
And if you're not, even
if you're not,
yeah,
catch us here.
If you're just a mom,
if you're just a mom, if you're a mom, or if you're a future mom,
yes,
you're wanting to become a mother.
Yep.
Tips,
tricks.
If you've miscarried, hello.
Yes,
I'm here with you.
If you had one, don't got one now. If you literally have thought about it, have
been a mother figure to anyone,
yeah.
This is the podcast for you.
Yeah, this is where you need to be. And we're here to uplift. We're here to grow as well. Like we're not here thinking that we know everything or anything like that. We're only 25. Our fucking 35-year-old listeners are probably gonna listen to our first episode and be like, oh, they think they're so old. Like
we are though in our minds.
Exactly. And we want to learn from y'all. Mm-hmm. We want to teach. We want to heal together. We want to heal y'all. This is therapy for us.
This is therapy.
We're excited. We get to go on this journey together. This is a 20+ year relationship of just love. Like nothing but love. Even when things were like rough and shit, like love, like complete love.
Even when things were rough, we still called each other. And I feel like
that's the beauty.
That's the beauty in it all. Like even if either of us were going through something, I knew that what we might have been in a spat about wasn't overweighing our friendship. So we're here.
Yeah, I think our spirits and our friendship have always been bigger than anything that we could have went through, and I've never had a friend that I can say that about.
Yeah.
So
except for my girl Ashley. Shout out to Ashley just for me.
Ashley, well, I love Ashley. So we love Ashley. Ashley is a friend of mine, a friend of my boyfriend's, Yazzie's best friend. She's amazing. We love Ashley.
And y'all might hear people call me their best friends a lot through this podcast.
Yazzie got a lot of best friends, bitch. She got a lot of
everybody.
Best friends. She called everybody best friends, child. All her friends be best friends, child.
Shut up, because had not she lost all them friends to her pregnancy.
Bitch, I ain't called them all best friends. I never called them best friends. Well, okay, well,
yes, you did.
I had Tyrion. She was my best friend. Other than that, those girls were just my friends.
Yeah.
You have a lot of best friends.
I do have a lot of
I love them all, though.
Yeah, but I say, I feel like I don't really have a lot, actually. It's just you, Carlos, Ashley. You wait.
You, Carlos, Ashley, Lamar, Jordan, Jeff.
No,
Elizabeth,
right,
Raven, Jessica.
She's alright.
Tunji.
But this has been More Than a Mother, and we're signing out.